Hey, today we're going to talk about the foundation of business success. And that foundation today that I'm going to talk about is your exit plan. Okay, so join me right now. Let's talk about the exit plan. All right. So, why do I bring up an exit plan when you're just starting a business or you're only a few years into your business? The reason why is because when you determine what your exit plan is, it's easier for you to set goals, right? To set those long term goals and then break those goals down into little bite sized milestones that you're going to create year after year to get to that end goal, which is your exit plan. After all, you're not going to work until you're dead, probably, and you're not going to work after you're dead. So you'll need to be able to have some sort of an exit plan in place. And most business plans, if you look at a template, most of them do have an exit strategy. So I wanted to talk about how it affects your planning and your business model as you move through your year after year in your business. Okay, so the first exit strategy I want to talk about is just closing your business, right? So if you're closing your business, probably, let's say you are a service based business, right? And you have this business and you are going to close. And so you'll probably do something like you'll stop taking new clients and then you'll slowly just start working off these clients as attrition happens with your clients, then eventually you just won't take any more clients and you'll be done. And so with a product based business, you may have to do some sort of clearance sales, stuff like that to get rid of your inventory. And then you can start thinking about closing up shop. But if you're doing that, then I would suggest that maybe you just want to be a freelancer because having a business, a full blown business, is a lot of work. And as a freelancer, you can really focus a lot of your time on just networking with other people to drum up business for yourself, maybe a social media plan. But you may not need to go with the full on every single thing going on in your business and all the different marketing strategies because it's you're just really trying to create extra income for yourself. I guess if that's a part-time freelancer. If you are a full-time freelancer, you may still have to draw up that business, but remaining a freelancer is probably the easiest way for you to get out of the business with by just simply closing it. But my opinion is like, who wants to close their business after all the work that you put in, right? Who wants to do that? I'm in it to leave a legacy, right? I'm in it for something bigger, to make an impact on the world, something that lasts long after I retire. And by doing that, there are two different ways that you could create an exit plan for yourself in that mode. The first one would be to leave it to your kids or somebody in your family or friends that is going to be a partner with you the whole entire time. Or it could be a business partner. It's going to be a partner with you as you grow your business. And then they step in and you slowly ease out of the business. So they step in and take over some of your duties. And then you slowly step out. You could eventually be on the board of directors or something like that. And you could do that probably the rest of your life if you chose to, so that you can still be a part of it, but not have to be in all the day to day of the business. And you can still reap a lot of the rewards and leave something to your family if they have that desire to be a business owner and do the business what you're doing. If not, then you may need to find somebody to want to purchase it. And that's where you want to think about selling your business. If you want to sell your business, the key to that really is scaling first. You scale to sell, okay? That's the idea there. You scale to sell. So you might be cooking along, getting a little bit more consistent on your income, getting a little bit better, everything's good. But now you need to start putting some things in place like policies, procedures, standards, quality standards, all of those things that are going to help your business be consistent and last generation after generation. One of the things that government is pretty good at, especially in terms of like IT shops and software building and all that, is they're very good at keeping things documented so that the duties can be passed on from generation to generation so a government can live on, right? The same thing with your business. If you want your business to last through the years and you want that legacy to and that impact to still be there long after you retire, creating policies and procedures, standards, all of those things is going to help you scale. Also, when you're planning, think about the beginning of your business. If you're planning on scaling, then you have to start working toward that goal so that 3 to 5 years before you plan to retire, you can really start scaling your business. So you need to set up your business model so that you can scale. For example, if you right now are doing only one-on-one coaching, you may want to create a course, something that could be passive income for yourself. You may want to create a group program so that you can work with more people at once, so you can have more revenue with less of your time and you can help more clients. You can scale that way. And then you may eventually need to hire more coaches and different types of coaches, that sort of thing, so that you can serve a lot of clients. For example, some of the bigger companies out there that are coaching have meetings 5 days a week, and they have 4 or 5 different coaches that serve as the chair person of that meeting and then help the clients with all of their work as a team. And so that is one of the ways to scale. Additionally, if you were going to leave this to your family, you would also want to be working with your family, your kids, or whoever to start scaling that business so that it's easier to sell because you're going to be wanting to pull an income out of that, basically, because you're basically selling it to them, right? So you want to be creating an income for yourself as well as for your kids. And so you'll need to scale enough so that you can support 2 or 3 people or possibly more if you have a staff. So think about the way you're going to leave your business, because the way you're going to leave your business is going to be how you plan your business model and how you plan in terms of solidifying the decisions and the features and the service and the quality of the service and all that stuff. You're going to solidify that so that you have something to pass on, right? It's not just a hodgepodge of crazy town. It's actually something that has structure and has processes and policies and everything so that somebody could come in and take over the business and you could go on into your golden years, whatever it is that you want to do, and have an income from that business. And so in order to do that, of course, you need to be making a really good amount of revenue so that you can do that and you can sell it for a good price that can basically be a nest egg for you. And so you'll need to definitely scale your business. You can see how that is a completely different business plan and goals. The goals are very different. And the strategies to get to those goals will be very different than a freelancer who's just going to work for a few years, doing some side work or whatever, and then eventually just quit taking clients. Huge difference in the exit plan, huge difference in the strategies and all of the different things that you need to put in place for your business so that it can reach the goals that you want it to reach, right? Reach the goals that you want it to reach. Not everybody wants to scale their business to 6, 7, 8 figures, but some people do, and that's perfectly okay. Either way, if you're somewhere in between, you don't have to make $1 billion to get your piece of the pie, right? There's enough business out there for everybody. Facebook alone has 2 billion people on it. So there's plenty of people out there in the internet world that we can work with. And that's the beauty of having a small business in this day and age, is we have global reach. Even though we could be living in a small town, you could be completely isolated on a 2,000-acre farm and you can have a business that's global. It doesn't have to be a physical type of thing anymore. But the beauty of that is too that you can also have a brick and mortar store and an online business and have that global reach, because and still have a great thriving business, because your little small brick and mortar that's in town doesn't need to rely solely on the business that's in that small town. You can go global and support yourself and still serve your community. So if that's something that you want to do eventually too, put that in your plan that eventually you want to not just be an online business owner, but maybe go into your community and help the people in your very own community to thrive and to be their best selves and to do whatever it is your specialty and your transformation provides to them. Okay. All right. I hope that this helped you. Make sure you're looking at that exit plan before you start making a strategy and your goals and all that stuff so that you can make sure you have the right end goal in mind before you create all this other stuff. All right. I hope that helps. And be sure to look at my workbooks. I have another one that I'll be releasing this week. I'm a little bit behind schedule. Bear with me while I get that out. I have got a lot of things cooking this month. I'm really excited about it. I've got a couple events I'm going to be promoting. I just finished up an interview for this Productivity Powerhouse Summit, and I'm really excited about that one, as well as the kickoff the year event that I am going to be participating in too, because if you are a business owner, you're probably sitting here on November 1st thinking about the year and how you've done. Okay, guys, I will see you in the comments. Bye.